I have so much makeup to test out with you, more makeup than I could possibly fit in this video. So we are just gonna do a full face of new things that I'm excited about. The star of the show is gonna be the Cosmic Beauty Smoulder palette. So let's get into it. So the palette I just got in is the Smoulder palette by Cosmic Beauty. As I said, I love this brand. I love their formulas and I love cool tone eyeshadows. I have to be honest, I was a little bit in doubt whether I should pick this up. I have a lot of palettes that I still am trying out. I haven't been wearing eyeshadow as much, but when I got this in, I thought, you know what? This looks so good. This looks so good in real life. I'm happy that I bought it and I can see myself going into this again and again and again. I'm very excited about this. We have some really beautiful looking tones in here. Let's zoom in and do a look. I don't really know what I want to do with this. I kind of feel like doing something pretty basic. I think I'm gonna go in with Flirty first. And I'm already wearing an eye primer. I love taupey shades. I don't really love like super stark gray shades. I don't feel like they really suit me, but something kind of taupey like this I really like. This is pretty close to my skin color. So I guess more of a blending out shade. Like you don't see a lot of that. For some reason the skin on my eyelid is looking kind of dry. I don't know why. I don't think it has anything to do with this eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna go in with Sultry now. I'm just gonna use that same brush and blending it out, really focusing on that outer corner. That is looking good. Gonna blend out the edges. Alright, let's do a shimmer. And I feel like we just have a lot of kind of like smoky sparkly shades, and then we have this one that seems a bit more like a duochrome. I haven't swatched this palette yet. And then this one I believe is more of a multi-chrome. I kind of want to go into Allure over here. It feels a little bit squishy, not super squishy, a little bit squishy to the touch. It's almost like a cool toned gold. Well, not really gold, but like a darker taupe. That's really pretty. I really like the shimmer formula from Cosmic Beauty. That's really nice. I feel like this is gonna be such a good fall palette for the smoky fall looks. Oh yeah, I really like this. Like when I say I love cool tones, it's kind of more things like this. And now I think I'm gonna add a little bit of warmth. I'm gonna go into the shade called Embers. And this one seems kind of like a beige to peach to green. Like there's a lot going on here. It looks really beautiful. This is also multichrome. I said it was a duochrome, but that looks pretty multichromatic to me. Also a little bit more smooth than that first shimmer. Ooh, that's really nice. I love a pop of warmth in a cool tone palette. That's really pretty. And yeah, this one isn't a shimmer. It's more of a smooth formula, which I do enjoy to combine different textures. Alright, I'm gonna go into Slow Burn over here. I'm gonna apply that on my lower lash line. So this one is a little bit darker than Flirty. Just smoking that out. Like most of the shades in this palette, or all of the shades in this palette, are gonna blend into each other really easily because it's all that cool toned undertone. Wait, I haven't done my face makeup. I have been getting used to doing my face makeup first, but I haven't even done anything yet. I just started on the eyes. I want to add a little bit more depth, and I'm gonna go into the shade Sensual over here. A little bit more depth in the outer corner. This is a pretty true gray, and yeah, I just want to add a little bit more dimension in this look. Yeah, I really like that. No issues whatsoever so far. Gonna add a little bit of that over here as well. Tie it in together. Alright, time for a shadow liner, and I'm just gonna go into Ashes over here, the dark brown. I'm just gonna smoke that out. I feel like I have to get used to being on camera a little bit again. Like I don't feel super awkward, but it does feel a little bit more like, what was my routine again? What was I doing again? A little bit more blending. Yes, I'm really liking this look. I want to go into the shade Shy over here, the really light pink. I love a good light pink, and whenever I see them in a new palette, I just want to try it out. And I love a matte inner corner highlight. Is this sticking? Why isn't it sticking? What's happening? Okay, a different brush. Maybe that will help. Yeah, that's better. Still not sticking as well as I was hoping. I don't know what that's about. And it's kind of giving white, just like white. Okay, for some reason this isn't really giving what I thought it would. So I think I'm just gonna go and try the shade Swoon over here. This shimmery white. That one? Like, it's a little sparse. It gives it a little bit of fall. I don't know. Maybe there is something going on with my inner corner that makes things not stick, because this is not really sticking either. Should I try applying this with a finger? Oh, no. Shouldn't have done that. Definitely shouldn't have. Am I continuing this now? I used to always apply my inner corner highlight with a finger, and at this point, I do not know how I did that. Yeah. How can I be precise? The answer is I can't. Does this need like a spritz, a glitter glue? I don't know. Let's try and remove some of that. Okay, we got somewhere in the end. I don't know what's happening with my inner corner and why that wasn't working, but now it's looking good. We're gonna see when I use this palette again. It will work then. What is going on? Alright, a product that I think I tried with you, but I am not sure if I did. This is a Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Foundation Balm. I might have tried this right before I took my break. I'm just gonna use this because I don't have any other foundation. Or any other new foundation, I must say. Like, some categories, some things I haven't been buying a lot in. Some categories I have been buying a few things, but generally I haven't been buying a lot of makeup, and I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. So this is really me getting back into it. Like, I've been wearing a bit, but I have to be honest, I was a little bit scared to get back into my makeup collection because my desk, it was like a makeup war zone, and I didn't even know where to start. And now I'm trying to not overthink it too much and not be like scared of my own makeup and just use it and not already have like this whole plan in my head. When I should use it, when I should have reviewed it, like why I should use it, if I should like film close-ups and swatch it, things like that. I try to chill a little bit. Okay, I applied a little bit of concealer. Also didn't have a new concealer. The only newish bronzer that I currently have, I already tried in a short. I haven't done a video yet on the new Catrice update because honestly, at the time that update came out, I didn't think I was gonna come back to YouTube. I don't know how I ended up back here. Well, I do know. I'm probably gonna be chatting about that in a upcoming Get Ready With Me, but I didn't think I was gonna come back to like full video content, so I didn't do a video on that. But if you still want to see something, I can do that. So this is the Butter Like Bronze and Contour Palette by Catrice, and this is a lighter shade. It's a 010 Born to Shape, and we have two shades. One is a little bit like a lighter and warmer, and one is a little bit deeper and cooler, and they are quite pigmented. It is a more buttery, like powder product. It's not really like creamy, but more like a soft powder. I thought it was gonna be a cream actually. When I bought it, I thought it was actually gonna be a cream palette. I thought the name sounded more like that, but it is definitely a powder. I'm just gonna mix these together and start out with that. Like, this is quite nice. It's just like a natural finish, not really like sheeny, not really matte. It's just quite natural looking. By the way, there are some products that I've been really enjoying while I was on my break. Like, I have worn some makeup, but just not a lot of eyeshadow. I've worn some like blushes, the blushes by Flower Nose that they came out with in their newest collection. Those are so good and I love them, and I've been wearing them like almost non-stop. Like, those are so good. I feel like my skin is looking a little rough, but I don't think it's the fault of that Colourpop foundation balm because I actually do like that quite a bit. I feel like it sits on my skin quite nicely and it blends out easily and it looks natural. Okay, we're not gonna do a crazy bronze. I feel like I'm just blending shimmers all over my face. Like, there is shimmer fallout. all of my face. Alright, I have so many blushes that I could try with you. So many new things that I haven't touched. I have the Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick in the red shade. This is Cherry Glow. I'm thinking that might not be the thing that I try in this video. Then I have one of the Colourpop liquid pearl blushes that people have been raving about. This is in shade I Love It, and I really want to try that at some point. And I also have one of the Revolution Bouncy blushes, and this is the Bouncy Blur Blush, cream to powder blush in Blurry Rose. So this is kind of like a cool tone muted rose that is a little bit on the deeper side. A really interesting color. I think I might try this one today. I have many other blushes I could try, honestly, but I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's the newest one, and I don't feel like there's a lot of information out there in the world on this one. And you know what I really already love about this blush? The actual name is not on the sticker that you have to remove to be able to open it. The actual name is on the packaging. It's right here. I mean, I recently did a video, well, kind of recently, on the liquid blushes that Makeup Revolution came out with. And once you open those up, you don't know what the name is, and it is just, I don't understand. So I'm really happy with this. Now let's see about this blush. It's a really interesting color. I think this is gonna be really beautiful in the fall winter. And I'm just gonna see. It feels really creamy. Like really creamy. Like, is it a cream? It feels really creamy. Like more creamy than some of these types of blushes that I've tried. It does have a little bit of a creamy glow to it. It looks really beautiful, really nice. A very nice and cool tone, and it has a soft, really soft sheen to it. I actually have high hopes. I am very excited to try this out now. I thought it might be a little bit too matte. I'm gonna dip in a little bit and just see. It has a nice amount of pigment. I do see a little bit of a glow. Color is gorgeous. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a natural glow, and I was a little bit scared that this was gonna be very matte, because that also sometimes happens with these blurry blushes. That's really nice. That's actually really nice. Okay, glad I tried this one. It does have some pigment to it, but I do feel like it's pretty easy to blend out. Now I did pick up a little bit too much, maybe. Let me disperse that a little bit. This is really nice. This is blurry, but it's not too mattifying. I just feel like some blurry blushes are just kind of like a setting powder. It's like, what is even like happening on my cheeks? I don't want them to be that flat, that matte. But this just has a really nice subtle sheen to it. It looks really beautiful. Okay, I'm a fan. Like, this still needs, at least in my opinion, this still needs a highlighter, but it has a little bit of life to it, which I really appreciate. Okay, very good first impression. I am now gonna try on camera something that I've actually worn once or twice. I also have some new highlighters from Catrice, but I think I'm gonna save them like for the Catrice video. So this is the Benefit Glow La highlighter, and I got it in Aurora Fair Light Pink. It has a really interesting packaging with this kind of like gradient from peach to purple. It is a little bit bulky, but we have a lot of highlighter packagings that are kind of bulky like this, so I can't really fault them for it. This is the highlighter. It is very creamy. It's kind of like that pinky champagne. Like, this is what it looks like. It has a very like cool toned effect to it, but I still would say that it is a champagne. It's definitely a champagne with a kind of like pinky undertone. You see the pink more when you like turn your hand. Like, there's a pink base and then bam, that's the champagne. It is really beautiful. It is very smooth. I swatched it in store and I thought, okay, I'm gonna pick that up. Did I need another highlighter? No, but it is really beautiful. It has this ethereal glow to it, and you can build it up. Like, it doesn't have to be like super stark, but if you build it up, it's gonna be more like in your face and very glowy. And I don't feel like this is too dark on me. I don't feel like I really see a shadow there, and when I turn my head, there is the glow. I'm not really building it up for you to be able to see it really, but I think I would wear it a little bit more subtly, personally, in my daily life. If you hear any background noises, that is my cat living his life. Hey, I think that is really pretty. But of course, this is not a first impression, but I didn't really have another highlighter. I haven't really bought another highlighter except for the new Kiko one, but I already did a video on that. Alright, for the lip products, I have a few options. I have a few things that have been laying in the basket waiting for me to use them. I've had most of these things in my life for months. So okay, I have some Wycon lip products. I have a Endless lip gloss. I'm really interested in this because it's supposed to be long wearing. We also have the Lip Shot lipstick, which is a newer range of lipsticks by them. This is in the shade Cappuccino. It sounds and looks like a really interesting formula. We have the classic Wycon style packaging, and then this is the actual shade. Very nice for the fall, if you ask me. I'm already thinking a little bit about fall, okay? I don't want to, but it's happening. I also ordered some MAC lipsticks on sale. These were like 16 euros a piece for some sort of sale. I don't know what it was. And I got intrigued. I have some cooler toned shades of the Luster lipsticks. And then I have a sleek satin lipstick. And this is in shade Pink Peppermint. And I've been eyeing that one for a while. And then I also have some lip products from the Lethal and Adventure Time collection. I ordered these myself. And these are like pH reacting lip products. I am thinking of actually trying one of these MAC lipsticks. So I have here shade Alone Time. And I ordered this, and then I started seeing shorts on this of people saying that this is such a nice cool tone shade. And it's kind of like a trending shade and it looks so good. Let me give you a swatch. Oh yeah, I am really gonna love that. That is so beautiful. Really cool tone. More of that brown. Can you see anything? More of that brown shade. Gorgeous. And then we have shade Signature Move, which, ooh, that's gonna be a little bit more of a chocolate brown. A little darker maybe. Ooh. It has a little bit more warmth to it, but they're not far off. This is just a little bit more neutral. This is truly cool toned. And then, you know what? Let's swatch it Lip Shot in Cappuccino by Wycon, because I feel like this is really in the same realm. So if you're looking for a shade like this, yeah, this one is a little bit more mauvey. It has a little bit more pink in it than these other shades. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of lip liner, and then I'm gonna try Alone Time. Okay, so I applied the Plumping Lip Liner by Catrice in shade Manhattan because Queen Vibes is in my bag and I should get it out of my bag because it's my favorite lip liner, but I keep forgetting to grab it. So let's try Alone Time. I already know that I really like this formula. Oh yeah, this is so nice. This is toasty, but like cool toned toasty. Oh yeah, I love that. This is great. I think I might like this more than Thanks It's MAC. I feel like Thanks It's MAC is a little bit... Where did I leave my lip liner? I want to apply a little more. I feel like Thanks It's MAC, it's a pink on warm tone people, and then on me it's very peachy brown. Very peachy. Okay, I'm a fan of this lip combo. I'm a fan of this lip with the eye, and I'm a fan of this makeup. Alright, so here we have the finished makeup. I feel like everything worked well. I feel like this was a very successful trying new makeup. The only thing that was sabotaging me was my inner corner. I don't know what was happening there. I feel like maybe it was a little bit too dry for anything to stick to, because that was really strange. That was really strange. I don't feel like it's the eyeshadows, but of course I'm gonna try them again, see if it was the eyeshadows, because then you should know. I'm really happy with this eye look. It's really pretty. The only thing I could live without is the fallout that I got. The blush. The blush was definitely a very nice surprise. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in my next one.